sorry I can't be with you live. Harry's got a birthday and I'm putting a surprise party together for him. And so I was excited though that Claire wanted me to share some of the changes from the new handbook. And I'm excited that I had the opportunity to do this so that I could study it and research a little more and learn. So just recently, as you are aware, the brethren changed some sections in the handbook, and the purpose for the new handbook was to help leaders and members care for one another with love in a growing worldwide church. The original plan was to wait and publish the new general handbook after it was rewritten, but the first presidency in the Quorum of the 12 Apostles felt that the updates were so important that they needed to release it as soon as possible. So I'm going to quote Elder Anthony D. Perkins. He's the executive director of the church's correlation department. And there's just some really great changes that are beautiful that are going to bless our church worldwide. There's been a lot of changes in it. One of them was a previous chapter called Temples and Marriages is now expanded across 3 chapters. Another one that you guys will discuss in greater depth tonight is the medical and health care. There's a section in there that says seeking competent medical health, exercising faith, and receiving priesthood blessings work together for healing according to the will of the Lord. The section states that Latter-day Saints are discouraged from seeking miraculous or supernatural healing from an individual or group that claims to have special methods for accessing healing power outside of prayer and properly performed priesthood blessings. These practices, often referred to as energy healing, other names are also used. Such promises for healing are often given in exchange for money. So you guys will talk about that later, so I'm not going to go into that at all. But the section that I was going to go into was the Word of Wisdom. They changed that section and renamed it Word of Wisdom and Healthy Practices. And the small change that they made in this section actually brings greater understanding and depth to the medical and healthcare section. And so I wanted to share that with you. It says, it now notes that in addition to abstaining from tobacco, alcohol, tea, and coffee, church members should note that there are other harmful substances and practices that are not specified in the Word of Wisdom or by church leaders. Members should use wisdom and prayerful judgment in making choices to promote their physical, spiritual, and emotional health. And so with them adding that section, I feel like they want us to be more aware and to add greater balance to our life. It says, that we should have wisdom and prayerful judgment in making these choices. I really believe that with the prophets' continual talks about receiving revelation and making sure that we know how to do that and accessing God's power, He wants us to make these changes real in our own life and personal to us. And so it will bring greater understanding as we seek the Lord's guidance in this. As a living, breathing, changeable document, which is the handbook, it's framed around the work of salvation and exaltation, and it's updated frequently. It helps Latter-day Saints worldwide implement and adapt the church's programs, policies, and procedures. The purpose of the General Handbook is to provide guidance on church administration to millions of leaders and members throughout the world. It's intended to foster revelation so leaders and members can receive direction for their own personal circumstances. And I just thought, this was interesting. The General Handbook has been made available to anyone who wants to read it. Church members and people not of our faith can get on and read it. And I think that's really interesting too. Heavenly Father loves all of his children, and he wants to bless us all. And last of all, I want to tell you, lovely ladies, how much I have enjoyed being a part of this group. Thank you for all the things that you've taught me. This last year has been wonderful. I've learned things about tapping and overcoming SDBs and grounding, emotional techniques that help a person grow and develop, and it's enhanced me personally and me being able to help my family and others. So thanks for letting me be a part of something extraordinary. I love that we can unite in strengthening ourselves and being able to strengthen others. So I'll see you guys next month. Thanks. Bye.